Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am a professional and experienced holistic spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer a 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. So let's go. Let's do this, eh? Right, messages. Alright, let's go. Okay, so you were coming in with the Hierophant and you were coming in with the Sun card here in your reading. So definitely coming in with your person here, guys. So you were coming in with Taurus here, with the Hierophant, Taurus, and I do see it as Capricorn here, guys. And you were also coming in with Leo here. Well, it's well, for your person, you know, there's a lot to be said here, guys. Your person's going through a hell of a lot at this point in time here in your reading to make things happen. But to make things happen for them here, I get here in your reading is that your person is actually taking some kind of action for themselves here. Definitely a fair factor going on here for your person, because they do have to step outside of a comfort zone here where they purely have to rely on themselves here in your reading. And what they are doing, the actions that they're taking here, has to be about them. It can't be about doing things for other people here. It's about doing things for themselves. But to put themselves first, your person struggles with that, because it's never really been about them in the past, is what I'm getting here. They've never wanted to do things on their own. They've never wanted to be by themselves here. And I'm not saying your person's by themselves here in your reading, but a lot of what they have to do here, the majority of their actions, how I see it coming through here, guys, it comes in as your person pushing past those barriers of self-doubt and low self-worth. That's what I'm getting. See, for the Hierophant guy, here in your reading, it does come in as discipline here, guys, because what I'm getting there is that discipline has to do with patterns and habits, okay? What they saw as happiness in the past may have been, like I said, patterns and habits and toxic patterns of behaving here. So what I'm also picking up here in your reading, and it came through by way of relationships that your person has built, and the way in which they have built these relationships. And so there's a difference that's happening here for your person. See, the relationships that your person built was all about belonging, was all about a social norm in a sense here. Yeah, and being a part of a group. That was, and everybody does that. Everyone does that here, guys. Yeah. And your person stayed within that group, within that social norm here, where it became a comfort zone. But because it was a comfort zone for your person here, it was, so they never really stepped outside of it here, guys. They never really did anything different, is what your reading is talking about here. But staying in that comfort zone, what I do get here, guys, coming in with the Sun card here, as I think more so the Hierophant here, because you are coming in with Venus here in your reading, it's coming in as inner growth for your person, realizing just what that inner growth should look like, should feel like here. Here, of course, they got something from the past here, guys, when they interacted or they stayed within that social norm, that social clique here. All right. But what it talks about here, your person may have outgrown it in a sense here, guys. Yeah. Your person may feel like, because they are still coming in as the Hierophant guy here, they may feel like what they have done, what they have given to other people here, how they've interacted, how they've become a part of a group here, guys, hasn't really filled this person. It comes in as something has always been missing, but I could never kind of put my finger on it. That's what it's talking about here. And so to take the action, it's coming in with the Nine of Wands here, to take the action here for your person, it is coming in as the wisdom to take the correct action here, has to purely be about them. And they've never done anything for themselves here, guys, or by themselves here, for themselves here, because there's a fear factor. Of course, that fear factor comes from your person's childhood here. That's what I'm getting. Where they've always been alone, where they've always had to do things for themselves, and they've never really, well, you never want to do that. And when you're young, when you're a child here, feeling like you're on your own here in your reading. Okay, but now your person has that opportunity, and I do get here that they do realize it here, guys. They have a big inner knowing. I get here as your person is connecting the dots in a big way here. See, they see this as an opportunity. That's what it talks about here. See, it's like a bright idea for your person. I get here in your reading is that your person gets excited here by the idea, yeah, by thinking about themselves here, by putting themselves first and finally doing something for them. That's what these two cards are saying. But what they know here, guys, is that it's hard to come out of the program. That's what I'm getting. See, I also get here in your reading is that your person is learning here. There's a lot on their plate here. So what I mean by that here, guys, it's coming in as family, it's coming in as friends here, and their responsibilities, okay, and obligations. And then there's your person, what they are wanting to do here, what makes them happy here. Yeah, and it's like finding that time to do that. That's what I'm getting. which is why I was saying that it's a struggle for your person to actually to come first, to be quite honest. Yeah, they get excited, they get, motivated by the idea of doing something purely for them. Here, this could definitely come in as a creative endeavour here, guys. Yeah. So that they come in feeling good about themselves. Here, guys. They have that confidence here. It comes in as self-worth, but I'm getting self-belief here, believing in oneself here, that they can master baking here, guys, building, whatever it is, art here, painting a picture or painting, sculpting here. They are so busy is what I'm getting. They are very busy here. Busy with themselves is what it talks about here in your reading. I kind of get a sense here in your reading, in your person's free time, that's when they do what they want to do here. Let me keep going here. Ooh. Yeah, that sun card is coming in as the courage to take the action here. The courage to stand on their own 2 feet and do something purely for themselves without the backing of anybody else here. Your person has to back themselves and say to themselves, now this is what I want to do. This makes me happy. This makes me happy here. Alright guys, so let's keep going here. Yeah. See, what I need to also add here, guys, is that your person's not giving up on their responsibilities and their obligations here. They're not giving up on that, all right? Because that kind of keeps your person grounded for them, even though they're coming in as the 5 of Pentacles here. But it's what they do for themselves here. It's going to fill the void that your person has. They're in a happiness here, guys. Yeah. What makes them happy? Alright, let's keep going here. And let's see what other messages the cards have for you. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you have the King of Swords, the Emperor. You also have the 8 of Pentacles. And you were coming in with the 8 of Wands here in your reading. Okay, let me just look at this one here, guys. Yeah, you were coming in with the 4 of Pentacles. Let me just, 1 minute. Excuse me. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I did get that. Well, the obstacle and the challenge here in your reading is coming in as you, collective, for your person here. Well, you know, the Hierophant and the Emperor, they are both, yeah, they're very different, okay, guys, but they share that quality of leadership here, guys. Role model here. Life coach, in a sense, here. All right? Just want to, a motivational speaker is another way of saying it. A teacher-student here. Okay? But you're totally different here. Your person really likes what you do. Well, it does come in as wanting to be seen by you, wanting to be the choice, wanting to be chosen here. But they want to be chosen here for their good qualities, good characteristics here, good character reference here, guys, traits is what I'm getting with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands here. Yeah. What I want to say here is a lot of what they just want to be just like you. They just want to be the choice here, guys. All right? And they've got this internal compass and internal knowing here. And they do want to master that. But it comes in as how you've mastered it here, guys. The changes that you've made is what I'm getting. Yeah. See, this King of Swords, this Emperor guy, they know it. See, what it could talk about there in your reading is that, yeah. See, you have inner happiness. You have inner peace in a sense here. Alright, guys, you've been through you've learned to release and transmute your negative. Now, I talk about that a lot on my channel, and you've learned to trust. Trust in yourself and the universe that what you are doing is the correct path for you here. Alright? Now, for your person, that is where they want to be. They want to learn to trust here in your reading. Trust in themselves here by taking a step outside of their comfort zone and doing things for themselves is what I'm getting here. Yeah, of course, your person struggles with that here in your reading because they're not used to here being on their own. See, what it comes in as your person, by putting themselves out there and doing things for themselves, it's like judgment for your person, and they don't really like that. But here in your reading, I do get here is that your person is amazed that you put yourself through that here, and where you were able to be yourself, you were able to be the person you wanted to be here. Bear with me here, guys. See, because these cards, yeah, they come in as your person, but they also come in as you as well, because these cards talk about why they do what they do, why they're doing it this way, why they choose to do it this way here, guys. It talks about what your person needs to do in order to get to where they want to be with you here. there's a lot on their shoulders, is what I want to say here in your reading, where they are, I do get here that they are comparing themselves to you here. And on the outside, this person, your person, is damn good looking. Alright? And they've done really good things with themselves here in your reading. Okay? But it's coming in as there's a link missing for your person. And they actually know what that is here in your reading. See, you've put yourself first. You've loved yourself first here. You don't look outside of yourself for acceptance here, guys. And self-worth, you can find that within yourself. You've taken the time to do that. You've worked through that only because you've worked through your own neglect, abandonment and rejection, a past pain, hurt and fear. You've worked through that. You've released it, transmuted it here. Alright, and that's it just in a nutshell here, guys. And I can go deeper, but for your person, that's what they are wanting to do here in your reading. This person wants to communicate to you here, but it's the way in which they want to communicate to you here, guys. This person wants to come from the inside here. This person wants, when they speak here, this is how it's coming in. It's effective communication here, guys. It's deep, it's meaningful. They're coming from them here. This isn't something a book that your person has read about love here, guys, and then they're going to regurgitate it here. No, your person wants to be true and honest here. That's how I'm getting these cards. Because a shift has happened within your person here. But they're still learning to communicate in a sense here in your reading. Because changes have happened for your person. There's a lifestyle change that's happened here. Here's what I'm getting. It's a new cycle for your person. And it's a new cycle for you as well. But this new cycle isn't about coming towards you, and the new cycle begins here for your person. The new cycle here for your person is the changes. That's what it's saying. And they know it, coming in with the King of Swords. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Okay, guys, so I spoke about judgment, guys. So you have the Judgment card, the Ten of Swords. You have the Five of Wands, the Devil card. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and you're coming in with the Hermit here. So let me just keep going here. So we came in with 17. 1 minute, guys. 10. Wow. Okay. potentially here in your reading, with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands judgments, and you're also coming in with the Devil card here in your reading, it comes in as what your person is wanting to share with you, what they are wanting to say, because potentially here, this is a turning point for your person. Here in your reading, it comes in as this is the truth. When I spoke about your person being true and honest over here, coming from the inside, here in your reading, I know that these cards can be seen as quite negative here. Okay, guys, but it's almost like saying, well, it's saying here in your reading, they have to talk about it. But this Ten of Swords, this Judgment card, this Five of Wands, this Devil card, comes in as your person's past here, potentially here in your reading. See, with the Nine of Pentacles coming in here, of course, that comes in as yourself here in your reading, and there's a lot of regret here with these cards coming out. See, it comes in potentially here, it comes in as your person's patterns and habits, but it's the start point. Why did they have patterns and habits here, guys? Yeah. You know how I spoke about over here with these cards? This is how your person sees you when they want to get to where you are here, because you too went through this, potentially here in your reading. And what I also pick up here in your reading is that you've got such a deep understanding here about your own negative, and you have gained a lot of good information and knowledge about those negative attachments here, is that you will be able here, guys, to show appreciation here, or you do show appreciation. You're coming in with compassion here, humility when it comes to others. But for your person to be open and vulnerable about what they have been through here, it's a big step for your person is what I'm getting. It does come in as patience here for both you and your person, but that patience there in your reading is that even though it doesn't look like it, but this is coming in as positive here, guys. See, this is a positive start where your person is going to be able to be open and honest here about them, about what they've been through is what I'm getting here. And a lot of what they have been through has come from the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles here, and the Sun card. Here, guys, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so what it talks about there, guys, is what's your reptilian words, eh? Speak with compassion and empathy when it comes to your person. Here, it's coming in that way. All right, let's pull the last card and see what your advice is. Here, well, yeah. Okay, so you were coming in with the Ten of Cups. These are the only cups on the board here, guys. Get you. And you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune once again. Yeah. See, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the new beginning for your person. You've got to start somewhere is what I'm getting, guys. Yeah. Now, book an image reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for your video. And I'll catch you later, eh? Alright, bye.